eyes now on the lights for race 1. And F1 Academy is racing in Singapore. This is race 1 and it's a brilliant start from pole sitter Abby Pulling, Maya Vug alongside her, Dorian Pan wheel to wheel. Pulling hits the apex first into turn 1. We have a car off the road there, it looked like Nuria Marti, and through safely these corners now. Pulling taking the lead, safely hitting apex 1 first, Vug in second, and Pan in P3. Leah Block holding position then in P4.
And it's Chambers under pressure as they round turn 5. Abby Pulling has managed to sort the start out. Maya Vug following her then down towards the middle sector. The Tommy Hilfiger livery machine of Marti trying to make the move on that Red Bull Customs livery car of Hamda Al-Kabazi as they head then down through the middle sector. Big lock up towards the mid-pack, but it is Abby Pulling who's managed to secure the lead from pole position. Let's take a look then at the race start. The Premier Liveried machine of Nobels is the car which may well have a penalty as a result of the start. It was a nice start though, actually. Better start than it looked like initially for Abby Pulling, and it's Maya Vug who's under slight pressure. Block, so aggressive down the inside, manages to get the move done. There's the Premier Liveried machine of Nobels.
Come on, Hannah, demonstrate that you can do it. Let's go for it, come on.
Hamda Al-Kabazi trying to make the move on Ella Lloyd. She's in her wheel tracks now, nose under the gearbox as they head down towards turn 1.
Hamda Al-Kabazi as well, we must remember, has come into her F1 Academy career with a broken arm. She has had to bounce back, fight back, and get the confidence back as well into a racing car to get amongst it wheel to wheel like this. As we see a yellow flag through sector 1, and in that Red Bull Ford car, Emily de Hoos just getting herself back onto the racetrack after what looked like a bit of a spin there, a little bit of an excursion off the racing line.
It looks like she might be caught out trying to make the move here, and indeed she is. Pokes the nose down the inside of Nobels and isn't confident she can make the move and has to chuck the car into a spin in avoidance. Nobels spots a look and goes across the runoff area there, so just a bit of a half move. She'll learn from that one. Abby Pulling with a decent lead now over Maya Vug and seems to have it covered in terms of pace.
Abby Pulling's eyes on every twist and turn of this track, watching the apex, hitting it back on the throttle through the exit. She is driving so well this season. She loves this track. The car is clearly singing for her as well. She's extending her lead now to 1.7 seconds over Maya Vug. Worth a note on Dorian Pan, while she may have picked up a penalty last time out for a false start, she then won a race the next day. So she knows how to bounce back here, and she's starting alongside Abby Pulling in tomorrow's race 2. Starting from P3 today, she's still sitting P3, but as we mentioned, she's been noted for a potential false start, and we will keep our eye on how that escalates and what it means both for Dorian Pan's race here, but equally for Leah Block's.
Nobels versus Edgar, American Express supported versus Puma supported, and this is towards the back end of the top 15 drivers, but they're still pushing on, learning from every lap, gaining that critical experience. That false start is now under investigation for those two drivers, so it has been escalated.
We see a 5-second time penalty has just come in then for car number 5, Ella Lloyd. What a shame on debut, a false start, and for car 28, Dorian Pan. That 5 seconds, the pit wall for Leah Block will be screaming at her right now to just keep that gap within the 5 seconds, and the podium is yours as Hamda Al-Kabazi looks up the inside here of Ella Lloyd and gets the move done, or so it seems. No, Ella Lloyd just keeping the nose in front through the apex, and Hamda Al-Kabazi will have to try again.
Ah, well, if it was a false start, it was
a fraction, wasn't it?
Fractional. They do have sensors to allow them to determine better than the cameras can.
If Leah Block can hold this steady, fend off Chloe Chambers behind her, who's fighting with the snip of a podium herself, Leah Block could be on the podium here.
Yeah, Pan's got to find half a second over Block to try to keep herself in that 3rd position. Guess what the difference was last time around? Exactly that, between the two of them. So that's the battle that's going to occur on track.
Abby Pulling, with her double pole secured already, is about to take the victory in race 1 here in Singapore. Goes to Abby Pulling, Maya Vug just behind her, and Dorian Pan taking third. Leah Block 5.2 seconds back. She will remain in P4. Dorian Pan has saved a podium position there after a 5-second penalty.
Good job, strong pace. Come on, guys. That was amazing. Come on.
Here are the race results then from this round 5 in Singapore. First place for Abby Pulling, second place for Maya Vug, the Ferrari Driver Academy, and Dorian Pan of Mercedes, operated by Prema, in P3. Leah Block just ultimately 0.2 seconds or so off the podium. Chloe Chambers, a good result for P5. Hamza Alkabazi in P6. Nerea Marti, Carrie Schreiner, Ella Lloyd with that penalty drops her down. Lola Lovenfoss, Amna Alkabazi, Jess Edgar, Aurelia Nobles and Emily De Host, they enjoyed a good battle, didn't they? And Bianca Bustamante with that 10-second stop-and-go penalty drops down to 16th. Abby Pulling for the 6th time this season. It is P1 for Abby Pulling.
The bubbly liquid, but
not champagne.
Not champagne for these drivers,
course, yeah.
as is the age of the competitors, but great to see them enjoying it anyway.